It's always nice to have an electronic version of a class list. These can be used for things such as keeping track of assignments or assigning students to groups. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. The way I create my class list is I go right into the attendance view in Aries. And to get the students out of here in a usable way, I simply highlight the students. I make sure to get them all the way up here, okay? And I right-click and select copy. And then I go to a blank spreadsheet and I paste them in here. But I paste this in a special way. I click Control-Shift-V. And what that's going to do is it's going to strip out all of the formatting and shading and coloring. The regular paste shortcut is Control-V, but if you throw in that Shift key, that's how it takes out all that formatting. And what I really only want are these names right here in the middle. And so I am going to highlight these. I'm going to copy them. And then I want to get rid of all of this other information right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Control-A for select all, and you'll see that it's highlighted just a box here, but I want it to select everything. So I'm going to click Control-A one more time, and you can see that everything's selected, and then I'm simply going to click the delete key, and you'll see everything's gone. But luckily, I have that list of name saved in my clipboard, so now I'm going to click Control-V, and there's my list of names. I'm going to name this by right-clicking the sheet name down at the bottom. I'll call this Period 1. And I could do the same thing for all of my classes. Now, let me show you what you can do with this nice list now. I'm going to, again, highlight the list and copy it in my clipboard. And I can use this list in many different ways. For instance, I can go to this really great Google Sheets tool called the Random Group Generator. I can select how many students I want in a group, and then I can paste those names in here. I'm going to use the Control-Shift-V command one more time, and you can see what it's done is it's divided the students into groups. These numbers on the right indicate what group number they're in. Now, it worked out, so I have one group of 2, but the program automatically does that for me. It's very handy. I can also use these names to enter a list in a Google form. For instance, if I want to use a drop-down question in a Google form, I select drop-down, I highlight this first option right here, I click Control-V, and it's going to paste all of those names in this Google form, and I don't have to enter them one at a time. Another great way to use these electronic class lists is when you are creating classes in some of the web apps and tools that are available to us. For instance, a great one is a site called Plickers. And if you don't know what Plickers is, just go over to this website and try it out. I have an account created already for them, and I have several classes. Now, if I want to, say, fill this period 6 with students, I have no students in here. Many of the websites have an option where you can just paste the list of students in here. So I'm going to paste that copy list in there, click Save, and I have a class full of students. So the ability to just streamline entering students into websites or dividing them up into groups through the use of these electronic rosters is really helpful, and it's a really simple process to set up. Thanks.